말이 나 널 웃게 해줄 사람 나 기분 네가 좁아 전율의 이밤 터질 것 같아 숨 막히는 이 순간 위아래로 upside down 온 세상을 뒤집은 날 심했던 날 들보다 watch gotta watch me We're like a thunder 물태려 deep inside 진하게 물들여 I feel like What is up, everyone? My name's Tony and welcome back to my channel where I react to K-pop. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy my reaction. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. It definitely helps me out. You can also feel free to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter if you are interested. Links are down in the description. I always like to follow back. And yeah, other than that, ONEWE. Firstly, I just want to sincerely apologize that I was not able to upload my reaction to the behind the scenes of making Memory Illusion album, and then also my separate reaction to kind of diving into the lyrics of each song and all that stuff, and also the music video to A Book in Memory. I was very, very upset. It literally was like an hour reaction. It was like an hour reaction to like dedicated to Memory Illusion, and I almost cried. I'm not gonna lie to you. My microphone, the battery died and I didn't realize, so there was absolutely no audio for my video at all. And I don't want to sit here and like watch the videos again, and because it's not going to be a first time reaction for me, and I felt so bad. Like, I really did. I sincerely apologize. But at the same time, I thought the how do I want to say this? I thought the 3 songs on the album were really, really good and had a lot of interesting messages behind them. So I at least want to do like a little like dive analysis into the lyrics of the songs. If that's okay with you guys. I know it's not like what it was meant to be. And I sincerely apologize for that. But I still kind of want to, I guess I don't need my headphones. I was recording something else before. But I still want to give like recognition to the songs on the album, because they were really, really good songs, and especially Trauma. Like, Trauma was such a deep, like, the lyrics were so serious that it's something that I really want to talk about as someone who has their bachelor's in psychology and wanted to be a therapist. Like I wanted to be a psychiatrist / therapist. Like, I wanted to help people, but then I kind of realized how much being involved in other people's lives would affect me and my mental health. So that's why I ended up not going that route. But it's mental health is something that I take very seriously. And it's something that I studied for years. So I really, really want to get into the lyrics of Trauma, especially. So other than that, I opened up the ONEWE lyrics library, and I'm just gonna kind of like go through the lyrics of the song. I definitely see how they kept with the theme of memory, and stuff like that. Sorry, that was like a hair. I definitely see how they kept to that theme in all 3 songs. So also gonna talk about that a bit. Let me just open this up. I also like zoomed in on this so I could read better, but maybe it's like a little bit too zoomed in. Okay. Okay, so the first one I pulled up was Eraser. I'm trying to think of how the song goes. But again, basically, um, it's kind of talking about the memories that they created with this person. Like, what I found fascinating about this song is that they kind of like brought up the idea of erasing this person from their memory, like if only they could do that kind of thing. And I find that idea really fascinating. I think it'd be very interesting if, all of the people that traumatized us, all of the people that, brought painful memories for us, it would be kind of great if we could just erase them from our memory, if we could just erase them from our lives. Um, but at the same time, I do think it's very important to keep those memories alive because that is what makes us who we are today. You know what I mean? Like, I think when people come into our lives, they're either a lesson or they're a blessing. But I think either way, they're very intricate. They're very like integral. Is that the right word? To who we are as a person, right? Like, either they came into your life and they're a blessing, they're a really supportive, amazing friend, person, or they turned out to be a lesson. Maybe they taught you, how to be more careful with people, maybe not to be guarded, but, how to be a little bit more, but yeah, I guess like how to be a little bit more guarded towards certain people and kind of how to trust your instincts a little bit more. I always trust my gut instinct when it comes to others. Um, I want to say that it's helped me a lot in life. I'm not gonna lie. All of the douchebag, fuckboy guys that my friends have dated, 100% of the time I was right about them, and the relationship ended horribly. So, um, I think it's so important to kind of trust your gut instinct, um, whenever it comes to someone that comes into your life. You know what I mean? Like, um, and there was also this person in one of my friend groups that was very toxic and like didn't show it at first, but I just got a bad vibe from this person. Um and I don't know, like I just didn't really care for that person, and like at the time I couldn't really figure out why. Like like again, like it was just this gut instinct, but I didn't really have anything to back up why I felt that way, so I kind of just like left it and like kept my mouth shut and just like stayed in the friend group. And then later on just like come to find out that like very manipulating, very controlling, like thought that they could control their friend group, like, and no one in that friend group like spoke out about it or like confronted this person about how they acted. Um and like they would lash out if they couldn't gain control of the people in the group. And I was just like, wow, like I didn't fully understand why I felt that way, but as soon as all of that went down, like I was like my gut was right. Like I don't know, like I kept that person at a distance because of my gut feeling, and like I think it's very important to follow how you feel. Like I don't know, me personally, like I'd rather be safe than sorry, and the only people that I want in my life are the truly genuine people who actually care about me. So like that's kind of an interesting concept that I found in the lyrics of Eraser, um, about how they kind of just want to like erase that person from the memories, but they realize they can't erase that person from their memories. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of me like rereading the lyrics just so I can like remember everything that I want to say. Yeah, exactly. Like, and also another part of that is that not all of those memories that you had with that person was awful or traumatic. Like I'm sure there were also like some really good times and good memories with that person, and that's why you kind of held on to them for so long. And if you erase them completely from your memories, not only are you going to lose those bad memories, but you're going to lose the good memories too. And I feel like that's a shame because I don't know, like even though the bad memories were bad, like the good memories are still good, if that makes sense. Like there's always going to be the good and the bad. And if you get rid of the bad, you're also getting rid of the good. Does that make sense? Sorry. I'm trying my best to like explain like how I felt at the time when I was listening to the song. But like yeah, I don't know. Oh, and I think another thing that I commented was about like the scent thing. The line where it says the scents coming back to me aren't necessarily just good. I also find it interesting how like like I'm blanking on the word. How our senses can also bring back memories. Oh my god. Like touch, taste, smell. It's very interesting how we can relate certain things to people that are then bringing up memories, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like cigarette smoke. My mom smokes has smoked cigarettes like before I was even born. So like I just always associate cigarette smoke with her. If that makes sense. Like usually like cigarette smokes and like spearmint gum. Like that's kind of like the mix of scent that I'm so used to from my mom. And it's just so interesting how certain smells and tastes and stuff can just like bring up or a memory of a person, if that makes sense. So that was another thing that I found interesting with the song. But again, you guys know how I do. Like, this is just my personal interpretation of the song. You could have interpreted differently, and maybe they meant something different whenever the members like wrote the songs. So yeah, I just also do want to say that. I personally would really love they um if they had put like who wrote what songs in the lyric library. I think that would be very helpful for me. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. Um, Next, let's do a book in memory. Um, Again, like, I thought this one was interesting as well because they're kind of talking about how like the memories of these people have like kind of become like chapters in a book that you've created about your life. You know what I mean? And I found that concept very interesting as well. Um, this one I felt was pretty straightforward, but there also might be things that I'm missing that weren't as straightforward in the lyrics. I don't really know. Like I do like the idea that like whenever you write something in a book, it kind of becomes eternal, right? Like as of now, like all of our memories are something that's going to die with us. You know what I mean? But if we write it all down and turn it into a book, then it's something that's going to literally last forever, right? Which also is interesting. Yeah, I feel like I don't know if there's like more to a book in memory that I'm missing, like please tell me because I definitely I definitely like the song a lot. I don't think it was my favorite though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how to I don't know how to describe it. Like I do like it and I like the music video as well. But I don't know. I kind of think that I kind of wish that Trauma would have been the main song for this album. Me personally, but I just want to say I do like a book in memory. I just think I forgot what I was saying. But yes, I liked I liked every single song in this album, in this mini album. But yeah, I don't know, like trauma just hit somewhere like different for me. I don't know why, but it just like it was just very like and by the way, like correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong in like how I'm interpreting the songs. But trauma trauma kind of like trauma kind of gave me the lyrics kind of gave me like the vibe of like domestic violence a bit. I don't know if that's exactly where they were trying to go, but I definitely feel like it was talking about some type of physical violence and also like physical abuse and emotional abuse. But anyway, I definitely got the feeling that the song was talking about physical abuse and emotional abuse. I mean, the reason why I got the physical abuse was because all over our black and blue dirty wounds beyond them and the memories slowly coming back. I resent you. Why are you worried about me? That I mean, when I hear like all over our black and blue dirty wounds, like that just literally means to me like physically beating someone to the point where they have black and blue like bruises and stuff like that. But like again, like correct me if I'm wrong, and also given the title of the song literally being trauma, um, is also like what gave me that idea. And then on top of that, I kind of get the idea of like emotional abuse to the point where this person has really bad anxiety, really bad depression, like to the point where they kind of feel like they're drowning in the ocean and they're just being surrounded by water and can no longer breathe. Um, so that was another thing that I got from this song. Um, yeah, I don't know, like I just kind of got the feeling that this person was kind of like trapped basically, like just trapped in this situation where they're basically like being kept in an aquarium and they're basically like this beautiful fish or beautiful like trophy that this person is keeping basically locked away in this aquarium. Like that was another thing that I had mentioned in my video that I couldn't upload. Was that you were basically like you're basically just this object to this person, right? Like you weren't this human being with feelings. Like you were just this thing that they could show off in their aquarium. Like that was another thing that I had mentioned. And then another thing, this section right here, the feeling of being stung, having your skin ripped off in the aftermath of an error. That I was kind of wondering, okay, are you going in the line of um you tripped up, like you weren't as perfect as you were supposed to. You weren't the object, you weren't the fish in the aquarium. You tried to be a human and talk about your emotions, and that was a huge no-no, and now you're being punished for that? Or was it more on the line of like self-harm? That I was curious about this line because I wasn't really sure which way they were going. Or it could be both. I mean, I really don't know. Um, I wonder if there's a reason in the silhouette of the one who was looking for me. Was that a pretty pearl? Was it a painful dagger? Or were they of two faces? Again, like to me that just sounds exactly like a narcissistic controlling manipulator. Because manipulators are very good at having two sides of themselves, right? Like they have that side that got you hooked from the very beginning. You know, they showed their charming side. They showed that, you know, they love you and they will protect you and give you all of these things, and they're very good with their words, right? They're very good with convincing you with their words. And then eventually this other side of them starts to show up where their actions are not matching the words that they told you in the beginning, right? Like that's literally textbook textbook narcissistic manipulator. So now you're kind of realizing, like, who are you? Who is this person? Are you this person that you were in the beginning? That showed me all this love, or are you actually this person that is doing these awful things to me and manipulating me and gaslighting me? Is that like your are those your true colors? Like, so that's what I got from like that. I'm sorry, that verse. Um, okay, and then again, like a concealed hatred that slowly disintegrated a marlin whom even the fish turned their backs on. That again, like that again is part of the controlling factor, right? Like you kind of you kind of isolate that person, and they end up, I don't want to say like forgetting about their friends, but they end up basically like not having a relationship with their friends because you kind of convince them not to. But basically like they isolate you from your support system. They isolate you from the people that they know would convince you to get out of this situation and to not let this person affect you. And they do that purposefully. And then it's kind of hard to like get those relationships back. It's kind of hard to fix those relationships because you basically you basically kind of cut them out of your life and now they're turning their back on you. It takes a very like strong friend to kind of like set aside the hurt that you left them behind and try to come back and help you from the situation that you're in. Yeah, I think those were all of the like points that I had with trauma. Again, like, correct me if you think that I'm on the wrong path, if you think that the song was different, something different. Um, but that's just what I got from from the song. Again, like I also really really enjoyed watching them like create this album. It was really really interesting to see how they work. It kind of seems to me like they'll have like whichever member creates the song, or writes the song, they'll kind of create the guide. They'll kind of create a guide for the song. And then after that, they kind of give the guide to the rest of the members, and then that's when they add their instruments. That's where they add their own instruments. Like Harun adds the drums, blah blah blah. And then after that they work on the recording, of course, of like tone and melody and stuff like that with the singing. And then after that it seems like they kind of come all together as the band and play through the song, and then as they do that they kind of like continue to make changes to make it sound even better, and to work on things that way. So I find how they create their music so interesting, and how it's not just like one person being like, okay, I created the songs, you do the drums this way, you do the guitar this way, like blah blah blah. No, they actually like they do their like they like, and that's why I think why I like connect with ONEWE's music a lot, is because every single member is being a part of the music making process and the song making process. Like it's not just one member that is, you know, they created the song, so they're going to be the ones that are involved with every single part of the arrangement, every single part of the lyrics. Well, I mean, the lyrics, yeah, but like Kia's rap in particular, right? Like Kia is usually the one that writes his own raps for the other member songs. So I love how it's like it's literally like a group effort, and I think that's why I connect with the music a lot, because I know that every single member is also connecting with the song because they had a part in creating it, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed like watching that. I really enjoyed watching that like creation video of Memory, personally. But yeah, I think that's all I had to discuss about the songs. Again, like I think Trauma just kind of like got to me the most when it came to the music. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely a really good album, and I enjoyed all three songs. I really did. Um, and again, I did check out the music video for A Book in Memory, but I don't want to watch it again, and because like it's not gonna be the same. So I don't know. I sincerely apologize. But again, like please tell me what you think about my interpretation. I would also love to hear your interpretation, and if the boys have ever talked about these songs and what they were trying to portray with the song. I would also be interested to hear. I got to hear a bit of it in the behind the scenes. I got to hear a bit of what they were trying to portray, but it was mostly more about like the creation, like how do I it seemed like they were more focused at that point at like the melody or like the arrangement or you know, things like that. So that seemed to be like their main focus whenever they were doing the behind the scenes like video of creating the album. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Again, I sincerely apologize. But I will definitely be back with like the next part of Studio We Make a Sound this upcoming week. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye, guys. 내가 사는 별의 이름은 여행성이라고들 불러 내일 어두울진 몰라도 외롭기는 않아 네가 숨쉬는